My name is Linda Susan Jackson, and I'd like to read a poem by Rita Dove, taken from her amazing book of poems, Mother Love. And this poem is entitled Hades' Pitch. If I could just touch your ankle, he whispers, there on the inside, above the bone, leans closer, breath of lime and peppers. I know I could make love to you. She considers this, secretly thrilled, though she wasn't quite sure what he meant. He was good with words, words that went straight to the liver. Was she falling for him in this anything but humble dive? Stone gargoyles leering and brocade drapes licked with fire. Her ankle burns where he described it. She sighs while her mother above ground stumbles, is caught by the fetlock, bereft in an instant while the great man drives home his desire. Now I'm going to read a poem of my own entitled, What Yellow Sounds Like. On a January day back in '38, somebody picked up a rainbow and broke the sky in two, releasing James Etta Hawkins into a two-tone world that eats up yellow by the dozens, a yellow so pure it gilds the LA sun. Round-faced and blighted by a mole on the right side of her cheek, she came prepared to drench the world in love and agony, her salty smolder on record labels not yet named. By 1953, cat-eyed, eyebrows thickly arched with the black of a used match, hair enduringly blonde, she cut her first record, Roll With Me, Henry, at 15, making promises she couldn't possibly keep, steeping her sound so deep its punishment feels like protection. They change her name, invert it like the bottom. She becomes Etta James, too big to be invisible, canary-colored blues woman, rot gut, gut bucket, bucket of blood, blood and pluck, plucked at midnight, nightly, on a 4x4 stage of a juke joint, pulsing with stale, sallow smells of sweet wine, raunchy hopes, smoky dreams bathing in mustard-colored lights. 2. They tell her she has to live it, to sing it. They don't tell her Bessie and Billy had done that already. So she flings fire for the fatherless girls who are trying to be women, razors piercing men with words like, cling to me, daddy, pleading with the wrong one to trust in me, promising she would rather go blind than lose the man she loved, and Etta just kept on. As she opened her veins, she churned up her roar to keep other women from dying, even temporarily, spreading their hips on bar stools, open toe, black, sling back high heel dangling from the right foot of a crossed leg. All the while, Etta stomped, barefoot on stage, platinum hair authentically blending with the yolk yellow scream she hurled from the marrow of her voice, scorched and scared, jaundiced by the freedom of surviving a rage, simmering somewhere between heaven and heat. Would it have been possible for any culture to have poetry without music? What can I say? Music frames my life and has been part of my life since I can remember. It's like the blood coursing through my body. I guess the simple answer is no. No culture, no people could exist without music. The first beat, your heart beats. The drum. I was thinking of Kumanyaku's Ode to the Drum poem and how resonant that is and how meaningful music is. I can't even write without music. I don't know how people go a day without listening to some form of music. I recall listening to an interview with a jazz musician who says he gets inspired even when he's on the train with the pitter-patter of the train on the tracks. And perhaps that's what inspired Ellington to take the A train uptown. I don't know what else to say about music except to say it is the bloodline for me. And I don't know that any people could call themselves a people without music and that art that comes from that. Pop!